Hi, Nancy here, and today I want to talk about casting on in pattern using the long tail cast on. If you look at these two little hats I made, you will notice the one on the left is a little more condensed than the one on the right. That's because I cast on in knit purl pattern on this one using long tail. This one is all knit. If you look at the one that's all knit, you can see everything's the same. Even under the purls, you've got all your knits, and the slash is technically a knit stitch. It looks nice, but I guess I feel we can do a little better. On this hat, it has more elasticity, and the reason for that is because immediately we've gone into that stretchy rib pattern. It goes back into shape. That's not an issue. But you can see right here on the bottom, it's immediately purl stitches. There's your knits, there's your purls. You've got purl bumps where there should be purl bumps and knit stitches where there should be. So it's a nice clean line. I'm going to show you how this is done. I do have a video on long tail cast on in pattern. You can find it on my website, Knitting with Nancy Wynn, and it's just click on the tab videos and you'll find it under cast ons. But we're going to go over it anyways. Okay, so we have some yarn. We've got a double point needle. Now, anybody that's watched my videos knows that I always add an extra stitch to join in the round. Doesn't really change much when you're doing the same cast on all the way around, but if you're casting on in pattern, it's going to change things if you don't pay attention. And it's very simple what I'm about to tell you. So what we're going to do, you know, I don't use slip knots, I just do a twist. That's our first stitch. All right, that is not going to count because I am going to be passing that stitch from the left onto the right when I join. So we are not going to count the stitch in our pattern. We're going to go into our pattern after that stitch. So this is a 2x2 rib. So the first stitch is a knit. The second stitch is a knit. Now we're going to do the purl. We tilt our hand upward. We reach far away to the outside of our finger. Dip under the inside thumb yarn. Pop it through the hole. Wiggle it. So you don't want it, you want it to be able to move. We don't want to have it so tight that we can't get it off our needle. Again, behind the finger, under the inside thumb yarn, pop it through the hole. Okay, now I'm going to do 2 more knits. There's your purl bars. Can you see this? Isn't that cool? Knit, knit, purl, purl. We're not counting this. We're not even going to look at that. So here's 2 knits, 2 knits. Now we're going to go purl, and then we're going to go purl. This is going to work on 1-1 ribbing. It's going to work on seed stitch. Wherever you have knit purl pattern, you can cast on in pattern. Okay, so that's how it's done. And now I'm going to show you what we would do when we actually join it in the round. I did these in advance, obviously. So this has been completely cast on. We have all our stitches in order. So again, you can see here's my 3 knit stitches. That was the initial one, but this is what starts our pattern. To join in the round, I am going to take the first stitch that's on the left needle. I'm going to pass it over to the right. I am going to take the point of my left needle and bring that stitch with the working yarn over the top, okay, like a bind off. And then I'm going to ever so gently tighten it up for a perfect, beautiful join. So now when we start knitting, you will be able to see there's your knit, knit, purl, purl, knit, knit, purl, purl. And I think it does a really nice job whenever you want to make a nice edge on a hat, mitten, socks, whatever. That's how you cast on in pattern. Thank you.